good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try the left side. Carney, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 6 there on the first down play. 2nd and long. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simple to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Let's get off the field.
80 weapons. Check 49. Check 49. Record.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Jim.
Check. Let's go, Mexico. X3. 218.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Get in the weight room.
Check.
They'll try the air now with Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little blitz
coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. Came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, Steve 6.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Jacksonville.
Set. 18 Gator.
Let's go one more. Double time.
Hey, Delta.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They gonna need Leo. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Whip.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Yeah.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
What's the
Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Mexico.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Check out. 675. Let's go. We got this. Qual.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Come on. Right in the...
A shotgun snap for Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
11 feet.
Throwing on 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On 1st down. Carney, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Carney, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready, ready. 90, Wolf.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on first down. Carney, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
64, weak. Hey, Urban.
2nd and 9 now. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Go! 18 Gator. Check three.
On 2nd down now. Carney able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. The open man is Westbrook. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Okay, ready?
53, Mike.
Hey, stand off. 5.
On first down, Carney. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the 27, Luck. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yo.
They'll drop the throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Hopkins. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's just me and you.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Score! Watch the safety creep. Hey, high 7.
2nd and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ben Banagoo in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 2nd and 15. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 85 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Love. Taking a deep shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nicole Hardman, 78 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They're going to look to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Luck. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun, Love looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
2nd and long. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Wahoo! 50, Mike, 50.
to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, get it.
Back to throw now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
check, crunch, crunch.
On the ball, check go.
On second down, Carney. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Let's go. 18 games.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Hey, Delta.
It's just me and you.
Bam.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
58, come on. 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. No. Off.
Now.
2nd and 5.
He's checking.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Roquan Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
Watch two.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hey, look, 48. Look,
Hey, check.
Block on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
48 for Mike.
Quo.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Go ahead.
Check 26, check 26. Check 43.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch QB drop. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike.
From the 50, it's Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong.
Here we go on 4th. Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got this down to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
58, right over there. On. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming. Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Alert flare. Watch the twist.
On 1st down, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Luck. And the pressure gets to him again. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Long. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Luck now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. Right.
Strong right.
Let's go, D. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Motion.
Now Long. Now a desperation throw deep down. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Look at me. Zipper. Buzz.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 43 yards. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 2nd and 10. Luck under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Tyus Bowser charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Come on. 58 to Mike. Bring it. At 58.
One last throw here for Luck. Ebron's got it. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll get the